Hi, it's Lynette here, and I'm trying to film as much as I can today because I'm so behind on my filming. So today I am filming my project polish. So you might have noticed, the eagle-eyed amongst you, you might have noticed that I didn't do an update last month. It was because I really didn't have much to show you. I kind of tried to have a good 2-3 weeks without polishing my fingernails. I used the CND rescue oil, and my nails are so much better, so much stronger, so much healthier. They're thicker and they're not peeling. So if I can find it again, I think I've maybe left it in the hotel when I went away for a policy forum event. I hope not, because it was amazing, but if I have lost it, I'll buy a new one and I'll do a video to tell you all about that. So anyway, I did continue to paint my toenails, so I did get in some use, and this month I kind of made up for it and I've painted my nails quite a few times. So I'm going to just start with the colour that is on my fingernails at the moment. I haven't worn this for a while. It's a quick dry colour and long wear. Now, when products say long wear, I don't get that. It doesn't matter how much I spend on a polish. I've never really got long wear with a nail polish. However, this one is really surprising in that it hasn't chipped. So I'm really impressed by it. I've used it before. It's by Beauty UK Nails. Quick dry, high gloss, long wear, made in the UK. And I'm absolutely loving it. So I will be buying more of this brand once I've used up some of my colours. So you can see the little kind of difference there in the two lines. There wasn't much, but I thought I'm still going to put the line on just to show you. So this is my most recent colour. I've used that a couple of times. Given my nails about 3 coats. You don't need that many coats, but hey ho. As my boys would say, I'm a little bit extra. I finished the Sèche Vite. I picked up another one of these. It's quick dry, it's fantastic, gives your nails a lovely top coat. My friend Jo recommended that because I was using the Sally Hansen, which I really liked, but yep, I will be sticking to the Sèche Vite. I do have another one. I accidentally ordered Sèche Vite, and I think it was to extend the polish, so you know, if your polish goes gloopy or it's getting to the end, you can pop that in, which wasn't what I wanted, so I had to order another one. Anyway, moving along, I've used some of my Sally Hansen Miracle Gel top coat. I have used that. I have also used the CND Creative Play a couple of times. This colour, which you know it's too bright for me, it's called Bananas for You, so you can see the difference in the lines. I've used that almost as a base coat for some of the darker colours I've worn this month. Really loved digging out the darker colours because I haven't really worn them because it's been quite bright. So I'm going to show you some of the darker colours I have worn and that I have loved. So I started off with this darker colour here. It's not really that dark. What's it called? Susie San Climbs Fuji-san, the OPI. I'm never going to remember that. That colour is absolutely stunning. I love that. So that was me going a little bit kind of darker. Then I went to the Nails Ink, the Nails Kale Bruton Muse, kind of greeny, it's actually a greeny kaley kind of colour. That was really nice on. And I used some of the OPI, what's this called? Chills Are Multiplying. This navy blue, however, it does have, and you won't see it on the camera, it does have little flecks of blue glitter through it. I don't even know if it's quite glitter, but it's flecks of yeah, all I can describe is kind of glitter like flecks through it that really make it shine. I mean, they bring the colour. It's not like a glitter polish, but it really makes the colour shine and really iridescent. It's absolutely stunning on. And then for the darkest of dark colours, I went for black, total black. So I used that a few times, which with the Sèche Vite top coat gives it a beautiful gloss. It's nice on its own, but when you add the Sèche Vite, you can almost polish your nails once they're dry. It's gorgeous. So other colours that I used, as I said, I went away to a policy forum, so I thought I'll use quite a plain colour in case it chips. So I used this a couple of times. There you go. As I say, I'm not in a rush to use up the lighter colours because I know I will use those all the time. Now, what I will say is I'm not marking my OPI or my Nails Ink bottles. I'll just tell you a little bit about usage because I'm not in a rush to use those up. The ones that I have like marked, those are ones that I want to use up because I've got similar or because I want to get them out of my collection. So that's the only reason for doing that. I had a wedding and I picked my dress was kind of a lavendery light purple, so I ordered a colour to go with it, and it's 60 seconds Super Shine Rimmel, and it's called Wilderness. So this is absolutely gorgeous on. So it's a small bottle, and I've used it a couple of times since, and it will kind of be finished pretty soon, I think, but I'm not probably steer away from that this month, but it is a nice colour. And I do love a 60-second polish or a top coat. I also use this other OPI colour, and what's it called? They've all got funny names. Bubble Bath. Oh, what a lovely name. So I've used this a few times. It came in a set with a kind of a pinky colour as well, a brighter pinky. I used this on my toenails. When I'd taken all my polish off, they looked a bit kind of grim. Just when you use like really bright colours, your nails can stain. But I put a couple of coats of this on and it made my nail look really natural. So it's a really nice natural coat. So I would definitely recommend that if you just want to brighten up your toenails but not, you know, make them look like they're painted. That is really pretty on. I also used these two colours. I used the Creative Play. I used this quite a lot actually, but you can hardly, you wouldn't know it from where the line is. I use that quite a lot on my nails and my toenails. It's like a bubblegum pink. I do love it, but I probably won't be using a lot of that next month because I want to focus on different colours. I also used this on my toes, which is really bright orange. What's it called? If I can read it, it's called Hottie Tomati. Hottie Tomati. Hottie Tomati? Oh, who knows? Hottie Tomati. It's the CND Creative Play. I don't think they do it anymore. It's kind of, it's kind of almost like their Vinylux. So you can see there, I've used this loads on my toes. It's really, really bright. I'm just looking at the toenails at the moment. It's probably too bright for my fingernails. I'm weird with bright colours. It's funny. But it's gorgeous with the Nails Ink kind of glitter that I've got for my fingernails that I can put over the top. However, I was thinking that this month I might use this along with the black, you know, for a kind of Halloweeny look. I might do that. So, last two, right? So I think that's actually been quite good considering I didn't wear polish for a few weeks of the last couple of months. So I think I've done quite well in trying to pick out some different colours. I have finished. I have finished the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, the glittery one. Just in case you didn't know that I had finished it. Finished. And the long-lasting 7-day polish in Bordeaux Red. Finished that one. I think I used them both on my toenails in that month, but I wasn't actually using any colours because I finished them last month. So I've brought down some colours that I want to use this month. However, I've not introduced too many new colours to here because I'm not really sure what I want to use kind of going forward. But I will tell you about the couple that I want to try and focus on and use up. So first of all is the Rimmel London Urban Purple Super Gel. The colour's absolutely gorgeous, but I just think there is the potential to kind of finish that if I use it a few times next month. It is kind of autumnally as well. I do love the colour, and I'm not using it up for any other reason than, you know, to kind of make some space, which makes no sense because I keep adding polishes, but you know what I mean. I just want to use up some of the polishes that have been lying around for a while. So I'm going to focus on this one next month. I might even do my toenails with it. I am also going to focus on, it's one of my favourite shades, and I will be looking for a replacement. It's the Barry M It's this kind of grey shade. So I haven't used it for a wee while, but there's not much to go, as you can see. Don't know whether I'll finish them both next month, but I'd like to try. There's also this black, so there's about a quarter. You can't see, I tried to like put lines on it, but it's to about here, and I reckon if I use this colour for my kind of Halloweeny kind of look over the next like few days, that I will actually get that one finished. And I will kind of probably buy a similar colour to bring back into my collection. But this is years old. I picked it up from Cyprus about a couple of years ago. And they're brilliant polishes. I picked it up from, there's a store in Cyprus, like a really big, sells everything store. I love it. And I got loads of polishes from there. And they remind me of the Maybelline 7-day polish. Even the way the 7 is and things. And it was really, really cheap. I think I bought about 10 colours over the last time we were there in the previous time. So I really do like the colours, and well, the Bordeaux Red was one as well. So that will actually be the last of the Cyprus colours in my collection. So those are 3 colours that I will definitely be using next month and would like to try and use up. I'm not sure about the rest of the colours, to be honest with you. But I probably will use this one to match the black, just to give it a little bit of a contrasting colour, and maybe give my toenails a couple more coats with it before I kind of resign it back into the collection and bring in some other colours. I get really bored, which is why I don't like to say, right, I'm going to try and focus on these, and which is also why I've brought in, you know, some shades that I don't want to pan. It's just because, you know, I get really bored and I don't want to, there's another one that I didn't want to pan. I don't want to end up kind of using the same colour all the time. And sometimes I just take my polish off and put new ones on just for the sake of it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that. I really do hope you enjoy these videos. I enjoy kind of working my way through things, and actually, although I am still bringing things in, it's been really good for me doing the panning projects, because I'm not just adding, I'm making that effort to finish a polish, and I've never done that before I started this, and I thank Nikki for that, because Nikki Pearson got me into panning, and I always thank her for it. And nail polish was something that I'd always said, well, I've never finished. It always went gloopy and dry. Or one time the boys, because I used to have, I think what it is before, like when my boys were wee, I used to have hundreds of different colours of nail polishes, every colour of the rainbow. And then for a long time we had an African grey, and I couldn't put polish on my nails, because if I put my fingers anywhere near her with these colours, she would just bite them. And she was the same, which was probably why I hardly ever wear earrings. My ears are pierced twice, but whenever I wore earrings, she would rip them out, which was fine if it was a little studs, but if it was anything else, it could be quite painful. You know, if it had the butterfly back, it was okay, but if it had the little catch, then it could be agony. And I've got a little kind of molly thing here, and she would try and bite that off. So I'm making up for all the years, that long period of time, you know, that I couldn't wear colourful nail polish. So I really am making up for that now. I'm going back to kind of like my early 20s and the collection that I had. But one day I was on the phone to my friend, and kind of the boys had gone really quiet. They were about 3 and 4, and they had tipped my nail polish all over the bed, all over the sink, and I don't know why. To this day I was just like, oh my goodness, what have you done? It was just carnage. There was polish everywhere. So yeah, I'm making up for all lost time, by the way, in case you think. I do have an obsessive personality as well, which is why if I like something, you know, I'll get it in 20 different colours. And nail polish cases, I think I've done quite well, to be honest with you. I've finished 3 products this month. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying these videos, and if you're panning your polish or attempting to, then let me know how you're getting on, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye guys.